continue our series on some frequently asked questions that we get here at the firm. One of them that can be a little bit touchy is the question, how do I know if my accountant is wrong for me? And so I think what's really important about this question is that it's not a judgment on whether an accountant is a good accountant or not, or whether a firm is good at doing certain things. It's more a judgment on whether they're the right fit for the things that you need them to do. And so, for instance, there are way more business types out there that are not a good fit for seller accountant than there are that are. I mean, we're super focused, right? We only do e-commerce sellers and brands that are growing, that have inventory, they don't have bricks and mortar, they have a unique set of challenges, and that's kind of our niche. So we're a great fit for that business type, but seller accountant's a terrible fit for a construction company or for even some software companies, that kind of thing. It's just not our niche. We're not good at it. A better accountant would be someone who could handle that type of accounting for you if that's your business type. So it's more a matter of fit. Your accountant is not the right fit for you if they aren't excellent at the things that you need them to do. If you're hiring them for income tax filing, for instance, which is what a lot of CPA firms will do really well, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be great at payroll, or they're going to be great at sales tax, or they're going to be great at bookkeeping for e-commerce. And so a lot of times it's about getting a little bit more focused on what you want each provider partner to do for you, and just making sure you select partners that are excellent in the areas that you're going to pay them to do. So again, I'm not going to beat a dead horse, but we're excellent at bookkeeping. We're excellent at CFO for e-commerce. We're not really good at income tax, so we don't do that. We don't offer that as a service. We're going to let the other accounting firms do it. Heck, they're going to be recording the videos saying, hey, if Tyler ever tries to sell you income tax services, don't buy him. He doesn't know what he's doing. And they would be correct, right? The other thing I want to mention here before I end the video is it's not just about fit. We do have some accounting firms or accountants out there that blow smoke in a few different ways that you just need to be aware of. One of them is if your accountant ever tells you it isn't possible to run your cost of goods sold on a monthly basis where you can really see what you've sold. No, that's not true. It is possible. It's just harder. And it's a lot harder unless you have a system and a team in place like Seller Accountant does to handle those kinds of cost of goods sold journal entries correctly. And so it is possible to take an e-commerce set of financials and actually present them on a monthly basis accurately, consistently, but it is more difficult. The second thing that you might look at as kind of a red flag from your accounting partner is if they claim to be an expert at a lot of different things. I'm an expert at payroll, and I'm an expert at income tax, and you can all call me for your operating agreements and call me to negotiate your tax liens and deal with your IRS issues and do your bookkeeping. There's only a couple of things that each accountant can actually be an expert at. Even if you think about something like bookkeeping, I am not an expert at all bookkeeping. There's a lot of different kinds of bookkeeping and financial reporting that I would not be qualified to speak as an expert. Now, when it comes to speaking about e-commerce bookkeeping, I am an expert. That's all I do. I do it all day. My team does it all day. We're good at it. But if you ask me to speak at a conference about construction bookkeeping or, agency bookkeeping, I may be able to give some anecdotes that make you think that I'm a good accountant, but I wouldn't be an expert in that field. And so if your accountant needs to be an expert at a bunch of different things, boy, that's a red flag. I'd much rather work with a professional that understands where their kind of their zone of genius is and are very happy to not do the things they're not great at. So those are kind of some anecdotes you may think about related to whether your accountant is the right fit for you. Take care.